everyone. Welcome to worship. I'm Pastor Cynthia, and this weekend we want to celebrate the women in our lives who feed us, pick up after us, discipline us, laugh with us, and most importantly, love us. We're so grateful for you. In these difficult times, we're all managing the best that we can. So know that you're doing a great job. I want to encourage you with these words from Paul's letter to the Galatians. Let us not grow weary or lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary. Don't grow weary in the life that you're leading now at home while sheltering in place. You are going to reap a harvest in the future that will be beautiful and wonderful. So stick with it. And while we want to send our moms away for a weekend to relax and rest, we can't do that. But what we can do is say thank you. So stick around after Pastor Neil's message for a special thank you. Welcome to worship.
Hey everybody, great to be with you again. Let's start out with a word of prayer. Father God, we give you thanks, Lord, because of your great love for us. I'm reminded, Lord, of where your word says to cast our anxieties upon you because you care for us. And one of the ways that we can understand your love and your nature is when we think of the way a parent loves a child. And we know that you have called us your children. And so, Lord, we thank you and we praise you for that, Lord. And in this time, as we sing together and as we lift up your name, Lord, we do cast our anxieties upon you, knowing how deeply you care for us.
Sing of this world, I will lay them at your feet. Surrender every anxious heart for perfect peace, your perfect peace. All the loved ones I hold dear, all my hopes and dreams and all my fears, I will choose to trust your name in everything, in everything. I will look up, for there is none above you. I will bow down to tell you that I need you, Jesus, Lord of all. Jesus, Lord of all. I will take you at your word, 'cause Jesus, you have taken hold of me, and all my life is in your hands. You are my strength, you are my strength. I will look up, for there is none above you. I will bow down to tell you that I need you, Jesus, Lord of all. I will look back and see that you are faithful. I'll look ahead, believing you are able, Jesus, Lord of all. Jesus, Lord of all. You are Lord of all. Prince of Peace, perfect healer, all my life, all my cares on you, King of Kings, mighty Savior, all my life, all my cares on you, Prince of Peace, perfect healer, all my life, all my cares on you, King of Kings,
like a ring of solid gold, like the vow that is tested, like a covenant of old. Your love is enduring through the winter rain and beyond the horizon, with mercy for today. Faithful you have been, and faithful you will be. You pledge yourself to me, and that's why I sing your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on your lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. You father the orphan, your kindness makes us whole. You shoulder our weakness, your strength becomes our own. You're making me like you, you're clothing me in white, bringing beauty from ashes. For you will have your bride, free of all her guilt, and rid of all her shame, and known by her true name. And it's why I sing your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. You will be praised, you will be praised. With angels and saints we sing glory on you, Lord. You will be praised, you will be praised. With angels and saints we sing glory on you, Lord. You will be praised, you will be praised. With angels and saints we sing glory on you, and that's why I sing your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Oh, you're faithful, Lord. You are good to me, Lord.
Welcome to Stonebridge Online. Feel free to pause the video during these announcements in order to grab all the information you may need. During this time of worshiping virtually, it's important to continue contributing to the ongoing ministry of Stonebridge. Here are the ways in which you can give. You can give online through our website at stonebridgesimi.com, and you can click on Online Giving. You can give through your bank's bill pay option or by mail. If you'd like business reply offering envelopes sent to you, please contact the church office. Every week on Thursday nights at 7 p.m., you can join Pastor Neil live on Facebook. This is a great time to connect with Pastor Neil and others as he takes the opportunity to share what's on his heart as it relates to our faith and church. If you have a hurt, habit, or hang-up that's keeping you from a joyful and productive life, perhaps Stonebridge Christian Recovery is for you. Meetings are now online every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Send an email to Barbara Waite to get registered. And lastly, we'd love to know that you're participating in worship. Continue to share your prayers and praises by emailing prayers@stonebridgesimi.com. Or, if you're following along in YouVersion, please take the time to fill out the e-connection card. You are important to us. Once again, welcome to online worship.
Hello, Stonebridge. Happy Mother's Day. I thought I'd come out on a beautiful day and record. We'll see how it goes. I've had planes, motorcycles, even a woodpecker in the background. And I want to say, have you heard the story of the man in the Middle Ages who found two men working in a stone quarry, and they were chipping away at stones and rocks, and he went up to the first one and said, "What are you doing?" And the man, without looking up, just said, "I'm chipping blocks." And he went up to the second man and he said, "What are you doing?" And the man looked up with a big smile and he said, "I'm building a cathedral." Well, we're going to look at some other people who are building cathedrals. But before we do that, I want to say again, Happy Mother's Day. We're so glad for our mothers. Now, I would say none of us have ever experienced a Mother's Day like this, but still, we're thankful for you. I'm so grateful for my wife, Carolyn, and her being mom to Annie and Emily for 30 years and for 27 years. Here's a picture of them from last year. And let me quickly include all the rest of us who aren't moms, but who love our kids, aunts and uncles and friends and teachers and nurses and so many more. We love our moms, and our moms love others who love their kids. So, what do cathedrals have to do with Mother's Day? Well, just before we get there, I'm going to reintroduce us to probably the most famous mom in history, Mary, the mother of Jesus. And I want to take us to a story in the Gospels where it might seem like Jesus and Mary are arguing, but if we take a closer look, I think we're going to see that it's a very different experience, one very much like all of us have had, either as parents or as adult kids, and see if we can't maybe get a laugh or two and a lesson or two out of it. So I want us to take a look at John chapter 2, verses 1 to 5. It says this: "A wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, 'They have no more wine.' 'Woman, why do you involve me?' Jesus replied. 'My hour has not yet come.' His mother said to the servants, 'Do whatever he tells you.'" Now you may know the story. Jesus and his disciples go to this wedding in Cana, but you might not realize that he had just called his disciples. He hadn't really started his ministry yet. He had done no miracles. And they go to this wedding, and his mom is there and other people from their neighborhood. And they run out of wine. The host of the wedding runs out of wine, and Mary tells Jesus to do something about it. And Jesus complains, "It's not my time. Why are you asking me this?" But Mary just looks at the servants and says, you do whatever he says. Now, stop there for a minute. How many of us have been either embarrassed or frustrated a little bit by our parents when they are so proud of us, they want to show us off? That's what I think's going on with Mary. She's so proud of Jesus. She wants to show him off. And, maybe our parents have said to someone, wow, you should hear my daughter play the piano. Why don't you play something for us? Or says to an engineer, son or daughter, you're a electrical engineer. Explain how cell phones work. And we just go, oh. Or maybe our parents maybe get a little frustrated with us. After all, they've lived with our passions, they've helped us learn and arrive at who we are, and then they want us to do something. So my mom would always say, well, you're the pastor. You explain why bad things happen to good people. Oh, okay. But by the way, guilty as charged. I've done the same thing. My daughter Emily is a 7th grade English teacher, and I've gone to her and said, hey, you prepare lesson plans. Help me plan a lesson for my men's ministry. Oh, okay, Dad. So I think when Mary says to Jesus, they have no more wine, I think the implication is clear. She's saying, Jesus, you do something about that. All of her friends are there. I can just see her saying, Jesus, why don't you do something about the wine? And she turns to her, hey, Margaret, you should see Jesus. He's really good with water and turning it into wine. You can almost imagine her saying, Jesus, you're the Son of God. Do something divine. And I could just imagine why Jesus might be frustrated or embarrassed by that. And so he says, why do you involve me? My time hasn't come. And when we hear him say, woman, well, that doesn't sound very respectful, and we don't understand why Jesus would be talking to Mary like that. But when we put it in the context that we're talking about, I think it's more like this. Now, I don't know that Jesus ever whined, but this sure sounds like him saying, Mom, right? We've all heard that. We've all probably said that. And Mary just responds. It says in verse 5, his mother said to the servants, do whatever he tells you. I just want to smile at the face, I think, the look that Mary gives Jesus just before she turns to the servants. I think the look is something like this. Now, you look here, son. I had to put up with all of the challenges and the that go along with being pregnant without being married. And then your father and I had to move to Egypt so that you would be safe. And then when you were 12 years old, I had to go all the way back to Jerusalem to find you playing with your friends, the teachers in the temple. Now, you should be at least able to do a little miracle for me. You can hear her saying, Jesus, you're the Son of God. Do something divine. You know what? He did. He did turn the water into wine. And I think it was just like Mary knew that he would. And the people were amazed, just like she knew they would be. And I want to draw 2 lessons that all of us can learn, moms and all the rest of us alike, from this story of Jesus and Mary. And the first thing is this. Mary was unseen, not invisible. Unseen, not invisible. It's easy for us to feel invisible, and for moms in their kids' lives to sometimes feel invisible. A woman named Nicole Johnson is a best-selling author and performer and motivational speaker, and she tells this story, and I'm going to read her story for you. She says, as a mom, I would walk into a room and no one would notice. I would say something to my family like, turn the TV down, please, and nothing would happen. No one would get up or even make a move for the remote. I would stand there for a minute, and then I would say again, a little louder, would someone turn the TV down? Nothing. That's when I started putting all the pieces together. I don't think anyone can see me. I'm invisible. It all began to make sense. The blank stares, the lack of response, the way one of the kids would walk into the room while I'm on the phone and ask to be taken to the store. I'd think, can't you see I'm on the phone? Obviously not. No one can see if I'm on the phone or cooking or sweeping the floor or even standing on my head in the corner. No one can see me because I'm the invisible mom. Well, can any of us relate? Can any of the moms relate? Mary could have felt invisible. After the events of Jesus at 12 years old in the temple, there are no more stories about Mary. In the first three Gospels, Matthew, Mark, or Luke, they reference her once, a couple of them, but none of them have any more stories of Mary, whether she's with Jesus or not. And the Gospel of John only has 2 stories about Mary. One is this one we've just read about the wedding at Cana at the beginning of Jesus' ministry, and the other is at the crucifixion, at the end of his ministry. She bookends those with those 2 stories, but she had to be there throughout, and maybe she felt invisible. But I want to say she's unseen, but not invisible. And sure, there's a reality for Mary and for us. You know, our kids grow up, they have lives of their own, and we have a term for parents who stick around too closely and hover around their kids. We call them helicopter parents, and none of us want to be that. But that doesn't mean that moms are invisible, just unseen. And I want to go on to my second point to make this one clearer as well. And it's this: Mary and moms today are building cathedrals. Building cathedrals. Nicole Johnson goes on with her story, and I'm going to continue reading it. It says, "One night some girlfriends and I were having dinner celebrating the return of a friend from England. She had just gotten back from a fabulous trip and was telling wonderful stories. I sat there looking around at the others, all so put together, so visible and vibrant, and it was hard not to compare and feel sorry for myself. I was feeling pretty pathetic when my friend turned to me with a beautifully wrapped package and said, 'I brought this for you.' It was a book on the great cathedrals of Europe. I wasn't exactly sure why she had given it to me until I read her inscription. 'With admiration for the greatness of what you are building when no one sees.' In the days ahead, I devoured that book, and I discovered what would become for me 4 life-changing truths. Number 1, no one can see who built the great cathedrals. We have no records of their names. No one can say who built the great cathedrals. We have no records of their names. And number 2, these builders gave their whole lives for a work they would never see finished. Number 3, they made great sacrifices and expected no credit. And number 4, the passion of their building was fueled by their faith that the eyes of God saw everything. In that book, she goes on and says, there was a legend of a rich man who came to visit the cathedral while it was being built. He saw a worker carving a tiny bird on the inside of a beam. He was puzzled and asked the man, "Why are you spending so much time carving that bird into a beam that will be covered by the roof? No one will ever see it." And the worker replied, "Because God sees it." After reading that, Nancy says, I closed the book, feeling the missing piece fall into place. It was almost as if I heard God whisper to me, "I see you. I see the sacrifices you make every day, even when no one around you does. No act of kindness you've done, no sequin you've sewn on, no cupcake you've baked, no last-minute errand is too small for me to notice and to smile over. You are building a great cathedral, but you can't see right now what it will become. But I see." Nancy concludes, "When I choose to view myself as a great builder instead of invisible mom, I keep the right perspective." Mary, the mother of Jesus, had been building a great cathedral for 30 years. Now she and Jesus were at a wedding, a public setting with his disciples, long before he fed 5,000 or did any other miracles, long before anyone else besides those 12 were following him, before anyone outside of Nazareth even knew his name. But his mother believed in him. His mother knew what he could do. We can't blame Mary for being so proud of the son that he had become. After this, he would head into his own story, and she would be unseen but not invisible, knowing that she had been building a great cathedral, as are so many of you. Amen.
Hi, Stonebridge. As Pastor Cynthia mentioned in our welcome, Stonebridge kids and Stonebridge students wanted to take some time this weekend to celebrate Mother's Day. Motherhood is a tremendous responsibility and an incredible blessing from the Lord. But on most days, motherhood can feel very ordinary, full of changing diapers, helping with homework, or doing chores. But even on those most ordinary days, mothers are doing something extraordinary. They are touching the lives of their children. You can see that in these videos.
One reason I love my mom is because she makes the best food in the world and she always knows what to make when I'm sad.
One reason I love my mom is that she's always there when we're hurt and she's always caring for us.
She is thoughtful, patient, giving, honest, caring, forgiving, loving, friendly, comforting, fun, and funny. So basically, she's super nice. I would say spending time with family, but also having a little time yourself. I'm proud of the example my mom shows me by being an honest and good person.
I love my mom for her unconditional love and compassion. She works hard every day to support us and comes home with a big smile, even though it can be hard and stressful sometimes. She has a big heart for God and for helping others. She's always there for me when I need her, supporting and encouraging me in my dreams. She's always praying for me whenever I'm far from home, studying at my college. Whenever I'm sick, she takes care of me and cooks my favorite soup. And she's always telling me how much she loves me. My mom's an amazing leader and she inspires me to be just like her. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Thanks for everything you do, like driving us around.
And always being there for us. You're the best mom ever.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I want to take this moment to say thank you to my mom, who has always encouraged me to speak my mind, to use my gifts and my talents for God's glory, and to love people in big ways. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
There are many reasons why we love our mom. She's smart, she's funny, and she's kind. And above all else, she's kept us alive for 15 plus years.
But really, in all seriousness, our mom is always there to offer us guidance and support in any way that she can. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi guys, what's up?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mommy. How you doing? No need to answer. We just want to say Happy Mother's Day and we love you with all our hearts.
I love spending time with you, Mom. You're the best mom I could ever wish for.
The best thing about you is you always find the bright side and always encourage us to do well. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. We love you.
Happy Mother's Day.
This is for
I
you.
love you, Mom. Air hug.
Hug.
Hi Mom, happy Mother's Day. My mom is the best because she raises 3 of her kids along with working from home and maintaining our whole household. I love all of her meals and she makes the best chocolate chip cookies in the world. Love you.
Hi Mommy, I'm going to play piano for you.
Mother's Day, Mommy. I love you, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I love you. You're the best mommy ever. Happy Day, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
What do we love about Mom? She's funny and she likes to dance around the house. She's kind, she's helpful, and she's caring. What makes Mom happy? A clean house, relaxing, and mojitos. Why are we proud of our mom? She's a hard worker and she takes care of us. And we're proud she's our mom.
Well, because she runs a lot and she's done marathons and stuff, so that makes me proud because she has that much energy and doesn't look like she's that active, but she actually is so good. Well, when she says to do stuff, we'll do it, and then that makes her happy when sometimes we get rewards. She gets happy when we give her stuff, like when we obey. Prepares lunch, she does dinner, just like everything. She always stands up for me whenever I'm really feeling down. She always stands up for me, because when we're not being really annoying and obnoxious, and when we're like hiding at the nasty playroom over there. She just likes when everything's organized and we're just like really cooperating and doing poop patrol and just being good around. I love that like she's a great runner and she's really kind to us, and we just so nice to me, and she always gives us delicious dinner with like little stuffed salad, and she's just so organized. She's a great runner, and she's so fast and beautiful.
Hi, I'm Jared, and I would like to talk to you about my mom. I love her because she's a great mom, and she's really fun, and she plays with me, and she's a great homeschool teacher, and she teaches me a lot of things, and I'm proud of her because she's a really good cook in the kitchen, and she's a great teacher, and she helps me a lot, and does all that. So I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me. I love you. Thanks for your support for the years. And I really appreciate everything that you have been doing and have done for me. Thank you.
Ashley. Funny, kind, and she is very beautiful, and I don't know anything else. Dogs, animals, us, my mom's boyfriend. That's not. She cooks good and she works very hard, and yes, she's a Sidle Cat. We love you! Sidle Cat! Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I want to appreciate my mom because she works hard and she's super nice. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. I appreciate your love and joy. I enjoy spending time with you. I love how you are always there for me. I am blessed to have you in my life. Love you, and happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. I would like to say I hope you had a great day. I love you. And I want to tell you the best thing in my life was you adopting me. And for that, I thank God for putting me into your family. And I just want to tell you I'll always be your baby boy. And I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Why I love my mom is because she never gives up on me, and she always finds a way to make me happy. The wonderful thing for my mom is that we get to bake cookies every Christmas year, and it's real fun to bake cookies. They turn out good and some turn out not good, but I'll eat them anyway.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. We're so thankful for all that you've done for us and the sacrifices you've made to let us flourish. And we are so grateful for you in our lives, and we're glad that you're our mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom, from your favorite daughter in Montana. We love you and we miss you. Sorry we couldn't all be together this Mother's Day, but we'll get together soon. Love you.
Love you.
Happy Mother's Day. We love you.
I love my mom. Take on the hike with Jessie.
And happy
Mother's Day.
I love my mom because she's always there for me. Whenever I fall or make a bad decision, she's there for me, not to shame me or to scold me, but to remind me that she's here for me and she loves me. She's sweet and compassionate, and she has a great sense of humor. I love joking around with her and just hanging out, talking about K-pop and our biases. Love you, Mom.
My mom's an amazing mom because she balanced my crazy calendar through my 4 years of high school with marching band competitions every weekend, as well as dog shows. And some weekends I would be at a marching band competition and then go straight to a dog show and then go back to the dog show on the next day. And she let me do it. She was always there to help me, support me, and get it through it. And yeah, it means a lot.
Happy Mother's Day! I love to do school with her. Me cleaning up. I love the food that she makes. Dear Mom, thanks for always being there for me, loving me, caring for me, and no one can ever replace you in my heart. Love, Joanna.
Happy Mother's Day. I love my mom because she's always there for me. I love my mom because she takes me to places. What makes her happy is when we obey and when we hug her. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Kiss the nuggets. Cleaning up violins.
Mother's Day, Mommy. We love you.
We love you so much.
Hi, Mama. I love you so much. You're such a big inspiration to me, and I love how you love everyone around you.
Mama, you're so amazing because you're always supporting me and my sister no matter what, and I can always count on you.
I love you, Mommy.
I love you, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
We love you.
We love you so much.
Thank you. You are very helpful, caring, loving, kind, and of course, you're always there for me when I need it.
Thank you for always being there for us. You always help us when we need it. You always do everything you can for us, and we just really appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. Pastor Jonathan here, and I hope you enjoyed this week's online service. And now hear the blessing. Especially during this quarantine season, may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times in every way. The Lord be with you all. Have a happy Mother's Day, everybody.